Hello my friends, this is Shrek the One-Eyed Gamer, and today my friends, before we get into the commentary of course, the gameplay that's on in the background, you don't have to watch it, you can just listen in, that's fine. There's another nuclear fail. I think this is like a 26 gun streak or something like that, here on Vertigo, playing some hardcore domination for a change as well, running with a full 6, just tearing the shit out of these guys. It wasn't even funny. But today, my friends, just before we get into the commentary, I'm thinking of doing this as a little kind of mini-series type thing. Yesterday's video was more from a relationship kind of perspective, a little thing on that. Of course, you can look but you can't touch. If you've not seen it, go over to the channel and check it out. And today I'm going to be talking about single people, something for single people, a little bit of advice, what to do. So this is kind of, I might call this little series, getting the girl. So I'm going to go through a few different various things, maybe once a week, on getting the girl of your dreams and all this kind of stuff. Now, so today of course we're going to be talking about the approaching a girl for the first time, and making that initial contact with, if you have a fancy for them. It may not be for a long-term relationship, but just to start things off, start the proceedings. This is probably the most difficult and the most important part to any type of thing for a single guy. Going up to a girl and speaking to them is quite nerve-wracking. It's very scary, and usually a lot of guys do it when you're very drunk. That's just the way it goes, and you'll start, you'll just go over and drivel stuff into their ear and stuff like this, and it's just ridiculous. It's just, don't drink too much. If you're planning to go out and look for a girl, if you're planning to maybe see if something could happen, don't drink as much. Just take it easy, take your time, and that of course is the first piece of advice I'll give you. Now, secondly, of course, gentlemen, we have to look nice. We have to look nice and well presented. Obviously, hair down, wear a nice shirt or something. And another key point is smell good. Yeah. Now, I always had to smell good when I used to go out because I work in a fish market, so I smell most of the time. And I live in a swamp, so yeah, I'm usually quite smelly. Now, when you go up, when you see a girl that you like in a bar, it's usually, most of the time will be in a bar that you'll meet a girl. It's just the way it goes usually. It's been probably about 90% of the time that's where you usually find a girl that you want to meet and talk to, because that's the main congregation place for adults is the bars and pubs and clubs and stuff like this. Usually, if you're going to talk to a girl, I would recommend doing it very early on in the evening. Don't wait till a nightclub at like midnight or something like that, because again, you'll be very drunk. They'll be very drunk as well, so it won't be, you won't be really getting to know the actual person. It's just going to be more so a drunken fling, most probably, a one night stand, and that's usually at the end of it. So when you're in a bar and you see a girl that you like, you'll be out with your guy friends, they'll be out with other their girlfriends. The main thing to do, usually what a guy will probably do, is they'll kind of single the girl out. They'll wait for her to, leave the area of where her friends are. She'll go to the bar or something and get a drink or whatnot, or she'll go to the bathroom. You can catch them off guard as they come out. This is the wrong way to go about it, my friends. Don't do it this way. So if you're out, you see a girl that you like, if you can, try and make a little bit of eye contact with them first from across the room, and just give them a polite smile, and you'll basically say hi, but just kind of mime it. What people do, they just kind of say hi from across the room without saying any words. And then, just leave it. Just leave it at that. If she obviously interacts with you back, if she gives you a smile as well, then, that's a good sign. And what you want to do is you want to go over to her space. You want to go to her space, because if you single her out when she's on her own, she won't be as relaxed and as comfortable. It gives you a little bit. If you're stood with your guy friends and you try to talk to a girl, the girl's probably going to shoot you down more. She's probably just going to walk away from you because she's not comfortable. She's not relaxed. She might feel a little bit intimidated as well. So the best advice is when she's sat with her friends. Now, this obviously sounds very scary to do. But I have given this advice to my brother and a couple other people throughout my time. My wife and I. It was my wife's, my wife's advice, and my wife is a woman, of course. And so you want to go over and speak to them when they are in, their comfort zone. They're with their friends. They're relaxed. They're chilled out. So you go over and you make eye contact with them, say hi, introduce yourself. Don't come out with these cheesy lines, whatever fucking maybe. I've never used them in my life. They're just stupid and corny. just go over and introduce yourself. Just say, obviously just say hi, and obviously say your name, ask her what her name is, just give her a nice little compliment, like she looks nice, she looks lovely. And here's a top tip, Shrek's top tip. Now, usually pubs and bars are loud, so when you go over and talk to a woman, you usually have to lean in relatively close, and you usually have to talk to like their ear, and they will usually talk to your ear. You'll kind of shout in each other's ear, really, depending on where the bar is. And this is a tip that a friend gave me years ago. When you put your aftershave on, put it behind your ear and on your ear. Like, just put a bit on your finger and rub it into your ear, because when you talk to them, their face is gonna be right next to the side of your head, so they're gonna smell like your aftershave a lot closer rather than if it's on your neck. This is just a weird kind of fact, but it does work. It's very cool. It's very useful. And they will smell that, and if they get a nice smell, again, it's more attractive to the lady if you smell nice. It's not always about looks. So making the conversation, of course, is the difficult part. But usually, it is basically just start a random conversation. Just go over and say hi. Because if you go over to her space, to where her friends are, and of course her friends will give you approval of you if they like you. They will do some kind of eye contact with their friend to say, yeah, he's alright, that's fine. Chat away to him. The girlfriends are very, very important. Now, like I said, if you go out early evening time, now that's obviously a very good conversation piece. If you manage to interact with a girl very early on in the night, your conversation can be, you're very nice looking, blah 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 blah, whatever, and then just say, we're going to this place, where are you going later on tonight? And they'll say, we're going to this bar, whatever. So you say, well, we could go there, and I would like to chat to you more. You follow? So you're planning ahead here. So like, say, it'd be nice if I could sit down, one-on-one with you, and have a chat. And then of course they might say yes, they might say no. But that was the whole point. If the girlfriends can approve of you early on, you'll then get that alone time later on in the night. So I hope this has helped you, my friends. If you want to go into more detail, please let me know. And I'll see you all later. Adios, amigos.